impossible that Ireland should remain much longer in such bitter thraldom. The last 3 or 4 years have made a wonderful alteration in her condition. Temperance has sprung up through the blessed means of Father Matthew, and is rapidly driving out ignorance and tame submission. Thousands upon thousands of the people flock to Father Matthew to receive the pledge of total abstinence. Now, these people were mostly drunkards. They are sober now and learning to know their rights and feel their power. And as this knowledge grows stronger and stronger, they will demand those rights of the British government in tones not to be mistaken. And in a short time, by the aid of her children in America, under the leadership of O'Connell and with the blessing of God, Ireland will again have her own Parliament on College Green. With a word to the ladies, I will stop. You have it in your power to do much for the great cause of repeal. If single, do not encourage any man who has not the heart to feel for his native land as for the land of his adoption. If you're married, let you tell your husbands to join the Repeal Association in the endeavour to make Ireland what she once was, great, glorious and free, first flower of the earth and first gem of the sea. Such she was and shall be again. And before 2 years have passed away, she will have a Parliament of her own to govern her, who shall know better what is for her good than a body of English manufacturers in Dublin. Thomas D'Arcy McGee, 17 years old. Would you like 2 or 3 more? A bit shorter. All right. Okay. Dublin, February the 3rd, 1848. Context. He's with Young Ireland, or the Irish Confederation, as it was known. There's a big debate going on within Young Ireland during the famine, of course. There's a big debate, an intense debate going on. Do we go for revolution? And the advocates of revolution, John Mitchell in particular, were saying, you know, hunger is not, to quote Tom Paine, hunger is not among the postponable wants. We cannot wait. We must go for revolution now. And others, including Charles Gavan Duffy, were saying revolution now will be futile. We are not sufficiently organized. If we have a revolution, we will be crushed. The only way a revolution will be successful is if there's a revolution in France or a European war or Britain is embroiled in war, the troops have to go out of Ireland. Without that, there's nothing we can do. We have to work through constitutional means. The debate rages for days. D'Arcy McGee gets up and gives his speech. This is a brief excerpt from a long speech he gave on the subject. You might think from what you've just heard, Boston, July 4th, 1842, that McGee would be gung-ho for revolution. Mr. Mitchell wishes to direct the energies of the Confederation to the end of guerrilla warfare. Sir, this Confederation is left no option in the matter. We must say whether we will swallow that infusion and give our energies to the end of guerrilla warfare. I, for one, neither like the dose nor the direction. I dislike the principles, and I dislike still more the policy of these gentlemen. I maintain that their principles are unsound and their policy anti-national. I maintain that if any considerable body of men should adopt the principles of guerrilla warfare, they will hereby become the English interest in Ireland. I dislike and oppose these principles and this policy, not because they are bold, but because they are mad. Not because they are seditious, but because they are insane. Not because they are treason against the law of the land, but because they are high treason to the common sense of the kingdom. I will oppose them and yield them no quarter, though they should protest like the trumpeter in the fable that they meant no harm. I will not acquit them, even on the suicide's plea of insanity. Let's do one more tune. Let's do the cash.